All right, Greg, we're here after your big title defense. How you feeling?
I feel good, healthy. A year off. A lot of times it hinders guys. It gets you a little bit of a slow start. But the only reason I started slow is I knew that he wanted to force the clinch. He wanted to clinch with me. He's not going to sit there and box with me. So I just took my time. I knew that, it only was going to take one. If I could land one good shot, I could at least hurt him and finish him. And that was the case.
Now, obviously, you had a game plan coming into the fight.
Yeah.
What exactly was that game plan? Because I'll be honest with you, I've seen you in shape. This is the best shape I've seen you in a long, long time.
Yep.
You look crisp. You had that little feeling out process, but you were very accurate with your shots.
No, of course.
What was the game plan coming into the fight?
Literally just to get my feet wet. That's why I wanted to come out, move around a little bit. I was hoping he was going to come rushing in at me so I could circle low and just kind of get the cage feel back, you know what I mean? There's a big difference between sparring and then being in the fight where somebody's trying to come right after you, you know what I mean? Once I get hit, I dial in, you know what I mean? I kind of dial right in. So it took me a little bit, and I saw that he was really forcing the right hand. He was landing those leg kicks, but he was so far away, nothing hurt or anything.
Were those leg kicks affecting you at all? Because I've seen you reach for a couple of them, and was that...
So I like to reach for them because if I can scoop them, I pick up and then I punch.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's just like a technique that
they weren't doing any damage or anything like that.
Listen, I get kicked by Chip Pollard and Ross Levine.
Okay.
You think this kid's kick's gonna hurt me? I don't think so.
Now he pressed you up against the cage a couple times. Were you expecting that? Were you
100%.
expecting the press against the cage, the double leg, the single leg, anything like that?
I honestly thought that was going to be his first thing. He's a big, strong guy for 205. Like, he's a big dude, and he's very strong. I thought he was going to come out very aggressive and just force me to defense. That would have been the smartest thing he could have done. But my wrestling's good, man. I wrestle at Lauzon. I wrestle at Triforce. Tuesday nights at Triforce, man. Like Percy and Alex Smith and Al and all these guys, they're a lot bigger and stronger than you know what I mean? So my takedown defense is awesome, man. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you in a bit, all right? So my takedown defense is really good. I wasn't worried about getting taken down. I'm not at all.
So I was obviously calling the fight from the outside, so I could see it. Sometimes when you're in the mix, you miss a couple things. He had you up against the cage, and he was throwing some shots. Were those shots landing?
No. So when I had like almost a crossface. Like I was going, all right, I'll see you guys. I was going right in front of his head, just trying to keep his head up because he's good. He likes to get his head down below, and that's how he sets up his double leg.
Okay.
All right. Or he'll set his head down low, and I'll try to pick it up, and he jumps guillotine. So there's a few different things. I study a lot, so I knew the stuff that he was trying to do. But no, none of those shots landed. I stay here. I grab boys, I stay here. Everything usually comes over the top. It hits me on the top of the head, no big deal.
Did he surprise you when he was throwing those shots at you? Because I thought personally he would never stay in that pocket and try to exchange with you.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bad idea.
No idea. Yeah.
It obviously turned out to be a bad idea for him.
Yeah.
So when he was throwing those shots and I saw that, was it an uppercut or?
I threw like a variation of shots. I honestly don't even know which. My left hand's a little sore, so I don't even know which one landed. But listen, anytime that guys stay in the pocket with me and I have a little bit of distance, I move my head very well and I'm very good at countering. And I see it. I don't know if it's from hockey. Like I always have like good vision, and I always see I feel like sometimes it's in slow motion. So I saw him throw a right hand, and I remember. Yep. You know what I mean? But back to Diamond Dave, man, on the mitts, we work that all the time. That's a combination that we work. Is if I step to my right, I get him to throw the right hand because I'm a lefty, and when he overcommits with it, I cut out to the left side and I counter with the top. Works.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna watch the fight after, maybe later on or tomorrow. So I'll throw some hints at you. You were your head movement was the crisp I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is that something that you work with Diamond Dave? Because I'll be honest with you, Greg, when he was throwing those shots, the reason why you're not feeling it in your face is because you weren't getting hit by him. You see what I'm saying? Your head wasn't there, but your shots were there. Is that something that, did you do something differently for this camp than other camps? Did you work your stand-up more?
I will tell you this, so, last June was like the worst fight of my career. It was the toughest fight of my career mentally to deal with. I was dealing with injuries. I was just dealing with a lot of crap at the time. You know what I mean? So it was a lot in my head, but I was out of shape. I was 255 when I fought Josh Parisian last year. I'm 234 right now with these clothes on. So I told myself, I said, listen, if I'm going to do this again, and I owe it to Jimmy and Pat to at least come back and defend the title one more time, I'm going to get in the best shape I possibly can. And I did. I said, I'm taking this serious. Like my girl in front of me. We open up we have two gyms now, so I have no excuse. I work out every day. I have a gym right down the street from my house, so I'm always running, I'm always doing back work, I'm always working different stuff like that with Diamond Dave. It's just, I knew, I was like, I want to come back, but I want to make sure that this is the best version of Greg Rebello anybody's seen. That was my goal, and I'm pretty sure that
this was the best version I've ever seen.
Well, because a lot of people, you know, a lot of other media outlets around here in New England, I think they thought that I was done. You know, a lot of them were like, Rebello's got no chin, he's got no, that's it. Well, and that kind of, not that it pisses me off, I don't blame them. I don't blame anybody. They say whatever they want. But for me, it was like, all right, like I still have a chin. I spar all the time. I know I'm gonna know when it's time for me to hang the gloves up. You know what I mean? And it's not now.
And you're right. So obviously I'm around a few gyms here and there. You know that, and you do hear those rumors.
Yeah, of course.
Time off, and oh wow, Greg took a bad knockout. Greg's taking a lot of time off.
Yeah.
Greg's heavy. Greg's not working to his potential. Me personally, I didn't think that was true.
Yeah.
Because obviously you and I have a friendly relationship.
Of course.
I know what you're about.
Yeah.
I know your work ethics. I know what you do in and out of the gym.
Yeah.
So, did the time off hinder you at all?
No, I think it helped me mentally, and honestly, I needed it because of my.
Did you stay active though?
I stayed active.
Okay.
My hand was really hurt. It was really bad, and even after the fight on the contender series, I mean, I could barely hit mitts. My hand was bad, and honestly, after that fight, that's why I was so frustrated. I went back in the locker room. I was emotional and crying, being a little baby, and I was just like, you know what? My hand's broke. I'm gonna be 37 years old. I got 2 kids. I just, you know, I was a little emotional. I was like, I'm done. I just don't need to do it anymore. And again, I was 255. I wasn't in the shape that I normally am. That's not me. You know what I mean? So it was, the year off allowed me to get my body and my mind right. But I still train, and I worked mostly jiu-jitsu with Pete Jeffries and with Joe Lauzon. So I did a lot more grappling and stuff like that to kind of, you know. I wouldn't say grappling's my weakness. I actually think it's one of my strengths, but I just did what I could. I knew I couldn't spar and I couldn't punch a lot, so I just did other things, grappling and wrestling. And obviously, you saw my wrestling and stuff is on point. So,
absolutely,
you know, and a lot of coaching, dude. I have a roster of guys. I got Calvin Cater and Randy Costa are going to be fighting on UFC Boston. John Doom is going to be fighting on Bellator again in October. I have a roster, man, of guys and girls that are going to be coming up. So
okay, and obviously that's abundantly clear.
Yeah.
We can see that now. Obviously, the hometown was behind you.
Yeah.
The whole crowd was screaming. What's next?
I don't know. I really don't. You know, like I said, my goal right now, man, is
because listen, don't mean to interrupt you, but you're selling tickets.
No, I know. Yeah.
And you got a strong following.
Listen, I sold.
And a lot of people were asking, where is Greg Rebello?
Yeah.
Like they want to see you fight.
Of course. No,
and they want to see you in the cage because you're exciting.
Yeah, no, it's fun to watch.
And you're cool to watch. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think?
Yeah, you know, listen, I don't know. I really don't. I can't answer it, but I'll tell them that you never get sick and tired of doing what you love, and I love to fight.
All right. Well, listen, congratulations on tonight's fight. You look awesome.
Thank you.
You're the man.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, brother.